So we have to ask this question of, well, how would we like to approach health? What is the better way? And when you see medical institutions, most of the time what they're doing is the factory model. They're just trying to mitigate risk. They're trying to say, what is the least amount of money that we're going to lose on malpractice and stay in business? And there are very impolite things I want to say about that. However, on the flip side, instead, we could have an artisan model. We could have this idea of saying, how do you take somebody who will take an interest in your health specifically? Not say, oh, how can we keep the doors open? How can we keep things running? But specifically, how can we make you healthy? Wouldn't you like to come in and shake the doctor's hand and he knows your first name and he says, how have you been since we last chatted? I've been concerned about you. Or calls you before you call her. That would be nice. Cancer is this classic example. So many places are saying, we're using big data to cure cancer. They're not. They may be doing a really interesting big data problem, but it's not going to cure cancer because cancer is not a big data problem. We're finding that out very, very clearly. That basically, if you get cancer, you're the first person to get that. Nobody's had your cancer because it's yours. And it's different than every other cancer that everybody's ever had before you. There's a wonderful institution called Cancer Commons in the US. It's run by a guy named Marty Tenenbaum. And what he does essentially is he has a research model that is small-scale looping. And what he's able to do is take people who are not responding to traditional cancer treatments and take experimental therapies that have not been used on anybody and tailor them specifically for you. It's brilliant. And this guy has saved so many lives. And the interesting thing is that tailoring problem, that artisan problem can be applied to everything. And it should be, because your body isn't like everybody else's. Your gut microbiome is different than everybody else's. Your DNA is different than everybody else's. The way you eat and breathe and walk and speak is different. And those things affect your health. Every single part of it.